Welcome back to Virtue's Last Reward. Let's find out how this ambidex game works. It's time, guys. Here we go.
First, I want everybody to focus on the screen on the device in the back of the room.
You guys know what's coming up, right? It's great. But first, let's hear Zero's explanation.
Ally, and B, betray on it. Do you? All you guys have to do is pick! Just pick one of those easy options!
Wow, it's kind of idiot-proof.
Your BP will go up or down, depending on what you pick. It's a little complicated, and some of you are a little slow. So, I made this handy chart. The plus and
Oh god, that's too much math for me.
are
Get out of
your
here.
Point of view. So, let's say you choose ally, and so does your opponent. You'll get 2 BP, and so will they. And you'll all get a nice warm, fuzzy feeling inside.
Hooray!
We call that the best pals outcome.
Best pals, friendship time.
Just puts a smile on your face, doesn't it? Next is what you get if you choose ally, but your opponent chooses to betray. If that happens, you lose 2 BP, and they get 3.
Uh-oh.
We call that the stupid jerk face outcome. Somebody did that to me, I'd skin them and stew them with some taters.
Yummy.
The third choice is the opposite of that. It's when you choose betray, but your nice, innocent opponent chooses ally.
This time, you're the one who gets 3 BP, and they're the one who loses 2. We call that the serves them right outcome. I mean, what were they thinking? Choosing ally was a stupid choice.
What were they
And there's nothing
thinking?
for you to feel guilty about. And finally, the very last scenario. This is when you choose betray, and so does your opponent. If that happens, neither of you guys will lose anything.
Oh. Zero cared so little about that. You don't lose anything, whatever you get.
Absolutely zero change in BP.
Yeah, you guys are boring.
Boring.
I wrote this game.
We call this the why even bother outcome. As the game master here, this is the situation I want to avoid the most.
You're probably wondering about the pairs, aren't you? Well, let me explain.
I mean, it's kind of...
Remember how
Never
I
mind.
told
Let's hear it.
you that both people in a pair share a destiny? Well, that applies here too. The 2 of you only get 1 vote. You get to choose once between ally or betray. That doesn't mean you split your points though. You both get 3 points, or lose 2 points, or whatever. In other words, what you see on this chart is what you get.
Alright, seems simple enough, I think.
Okay then. I think that about does it for the basic rules. Well, actually, there's a little bit more, but...
Of course there's a twist.
It'll just have to wait, I guess.
Oh.
After all, it's almost time!
Hey! Wait!
No! I won't wait and I can't wait. Didn't you hear me? It is time!
It's
One
time.
minute remains until ambidex game polling closes.
You see, it's time for me to be hopping on out of here. See you later! Have a nice trauma!
Okay, bye.
We don't have time to talk about this. Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors?
We have to decide who's gonna press the button.
And you think that's a good way to decide?
Just shut up and do it. 1, 2, 3.
Alright. I picked rock. Oh. I picked rock.
Scissors.
Hey! Rock! That was easy. Looks like I
Damn
won.
it. So what are you gonna pick?
I guess ally?
We're playing against 10 Myoji. Do you have any reason to think he won't betray you?
I guess not.
Yeah. If he does, what does that make our BP?
We'd be down to 1 point each. That's not hopeless. I mean, sure, we'll be a little further away from the goal, but all we gotta do is earn those points back.
And when will we do that?
Okay, well, I don't actually know. It's pretty obvious we'll be playing this game more than once. After all, we can't get to 9 BP if we don't.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Well, you won. The decision's yours. Now decide. Ally or betray?
3, 2, 1.
Uh-oh. In that last moment before the counter reached 0, I made my choice. Let's be nice. Surely this won't come back to bite us in the butt in the next, like,
Round 1
minute or so.
of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse.
Oh boy.
Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
It's fine, I stepped out of the AB room. I could see the others running towards the projection, shoving and pushing to get closer. I want to see! Tenmyoji's left behind, his footsteps a slow, heavy plod. What happened to make him like that?
So you chose Ally, huh?
You don't get to complain. I won, remember?
Not complaining. I just think you're being a little soft-hearted.
Aw, you worry too much. I'm sure Tenmyoji chose Ally too.
See, that's what I'm talking about. You don't have any facts, just misguided optimism.
Yo, what's up?
Siggy!
No! Hey, what are you kids doing over there?
That's probably my favorite Zero line. It's so good. Siggy! Fido!
We're about to announce
I
the
love this
results.
little gremlin guy. Oh, I mean, I love him so much. Let's go. Should have a look at these results.
Fine.
Good. Looks like you're all here. Finally.
Let's get ready to rock!
Ambidex game! Round 1!
Fight!
The results!
If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
Oh. Rip. Of course.
Here are the results from your game. Now, let us check the numbers on our bracelets.
Man, we're that much closer to dying. That sucks.
Sigma. Phi. I'm sorry.
Why? Tenmyoji, why? I trusted you.
Look, I said I was sorry.
See? I told you. A soft heart is the easiest to break.
Hey, at least he's talking again now.
Do you understand what kind of game this is now?
Just tell me one thing, Tenmyoji. Why'd you do it?
Are you serious? Someone's dead, and not just dead, murdered. I got no reason to think that murderer wasn't one of you. Only an idiot trusts someone he's never met when there's a killer on the loose. You think I had a choice?
Say that to all the other people that chose Ally.
Right. I think that's enough for me. I'm old, and I'm tired. So tired.
Tenmyoji shuffled off, the same weight I'd seen earlier sitting heavy on his shoulders. It was only then that I noticed an angry voice nearby. Uh-oh.
this.
Hey, look, lady, I was gonna choose ally, I swear to God. But just as I'm about to do it, this little bastard runs in and hits the betray button.
What?
Oh, come on.
Quark, why would you do that?
Really gonna just try and play it dumb, huh? You're a manipulative little twerp, aren't you?
I can't believe Quark would do this to us.
Quark, is he telling the truth? Were you the one who chose betray?
No! I didn't do anything! I didn't have a chance to do anything before Mr. Dio pressed the button! I'm telling the truth! I promise!
Sure, kid. Whatever. The cute and innocent act isn't gonna work.
No!
Dio's not making a good case for himself.
Fine. You just wait.
Alice turned on her heel and stormed off for Quark to reply, leaving him alone with Dio.
Man, this is all your fault, Quark.
My fault? Why are you blaming me? How could you do that, Mr. Dio? You're a jerk.
Moved away silently to let them stare daggers at one another. Yeah, we're getting out of that situation. Just let them... yeah. Seemed that theirs wasn't the only team facing some friction, however.
We aren't trying to blame you.
But, I mean, if you just think about it, wouldn't it make sense to choose betray?
Oh.
Forget it. I understand now. It was silly of me to trust you guys.
Aw, man. The air in the room seemed to turn thick and sour, hanging over us like a brooding, angry cloud. No, no, no. We're not playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. No, 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 no. It was a grim omen of darker times to come.
Zero, when does the next round start?
What makes you think we'll be having another round?
We've been over this.
Well, you said round one. If there's a round one, then there's likely a round two.
Besides, didn't you say the goal of the AB game was to get 9 BP? That's impossible without a second round.
Oh, yeah. I guess you got a point. You're right. There will be a second round.
When?
I don't know.
Why not?
The voting happens when an AB gate opens.
They're already open.
Right, you are.
I guess I'll close them now.
So, let me just
Oh.
close.
I wrote the game.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 2 of the Ambidex game will be the Moon round.
Moon bonus round.
Moon cards will be required to open the gates.
Oh, great. It's like the planet keys again. Moon cards. Does that mean we can't use these cards anymore, since they've got suns on them?
Yes, indeedy. Now,
You'll have to look for cards with moons on them.
So, how many times do we play the AB game?
I don't know. As many times as you need to. It's anybody's guess how long it'll go. But I plan on keeping this party going until somebody opens the number 9 door.
So it's over when someone gets 9 BP.
Nope. As long as that person doesn't open the number 9 door, the game goes on.
So, theoretically, if we really wanted to, we could just stay here and keep playing the game until everyone has at least 9 points. If we all work together, all buddy-buddy-like. In theory. I mean, hey, it could work. But I don't think this ragtag group of players is gonna agree to that in any capacity.
Of course, you could also get stuck just below 9 BP, where every bunny just keeps going back and forth, winning and losing points.
Yeah, or that could happen.
After all, if there's no bunny with 9 BP, the door can't open. If that happens, you'll just have to continue on to round 3, and round 4, and round 5. round 100, round 2000. You might even go all the way up to round 24,9,004,897.
But 98, though. That one. The next round after that, that could be it. That could be the end. Just gotta last that many rounds.
Although, I really, really hope it doesn't come to that.
Hey, can I ask you something?
I don't know. Can you?
Don't be pedantic. There's rules about who can go in the secondary doors, right? Like, you have to have 3 people exactly.
Yeah? So?
Well, what about the number 9 door? Are the rules the same?
Nope. There aren't any rules about how many people can go through that door. It could be 1 person, or 2 people, or even all 9 of you.
Yeah.
There is one thing though, Siggy. All that stuff about how you have to have 3 people to go through the secondary chromatic doors, maybe it's not 100% true.
What? You lied to us? Zero would never lie to us. What do you mean?
Well, you can open the door with just 1 or 2 people if you want.
That's not what you told us.
Well, I didn't want to make things complicated.
Yeah, you were throwing a bunch of rules at us. So I guess adding another layer onto that wouldn't be the best.
Explain it now.
Just use the bracelets.
What? How?
There's a sort of scanner between the 2 doors. It checks to see if the right people are going through. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's scanning the people.
So, it's scanning the bracelets then?
Ding ding ding! As long as the scanner sees the right combination of bracelets, it doesn't matter how many people there are!
So surely someone wouldn't, per se, use an axe and collect all the bracelets. That wouldn't happen, right, Clover? Right? But, wait, hold on a minute. These things even come off?
No, yes! They do indeed.
Then how do I take it off?
Well, there's 2 ways. The first is to get through the number 9 door in a scan. As soon as you're out, the bracelet unlocks all by itself.
What's the second way? Hey, Zero, wake up, will ya?
Honk shoe, honk shoe, honk shoe.
What's the second way?
Oh, Theo. I think you already know.
What?
Do you really want to get rid of that bracelet?
Of course I do.
No, well, I see. It's easy. Nothing to it, really. You die.
Die.
Here's an exciting fact. Your heart creates a bunch of faint electrical impulses.
You know what an electrocardiogram is, right? Technically, it's a machine that graphs the electric current flowing across the myocardium, but you probably know it as
What'd
the
you
thing
call
in the
me?
hospital with the little light that goes beep, 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 beep. When someone dies on a TV show.
It does do that.
Anyway, the point
You watch
is
TV, Zero?
that you can detect the electricity that your heart makes by pumping blood.
Wait, so did Zero Senior program like knowledge of TV shows in the Zero Junior, or did he let Zero Junior just like watch a bunch of TV?
Your fancy little bracelets pick up on that. They're always watching. So, when that signal goes away,
The lock on the bracelet releases, right?
yep. So there you go. The second way. Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off. Apart from that, there's no other way to get the bracelets off. If you try something harebrained, like trying to break them or something, you'll be disobeying the rules. I don't think I need to remind you what happens when you do that.
I mean, I've seen playthroughs of Slay the Princess. There are ways of getting that stuff off your wrist. They're not the most pretty, but there are ways to get your wrist free. Moving on.
If you're lucky, you might get to see a few of them come off during the next round. Oops. I guess it's not going to be very lucky for some of you, huh?
Next round.
Yep.
What do you mean?
Well, do I have to explain everything? Somebody might die during the next round of the AB game. There. That's pretty clear, right?
Yeah, I'd say so.
If I had to guess, I'd say it's going to be Alas or Siggy. Or Fido. Or maybe Mooney.
Cheese and rice, Mooney.
Or maybe everyone?
What?
Why?
Yeah. Why am I going to die?
I guess I can tell you why. Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized, just like when you break the rules.
I kind of figured that.
I'm pretty sure I already told you what the penalty is.
Yep. I mean, the needles in our bracelets are gonna activate. We'll die?
Correct, Siggy. Full marks.
Hooray!
I get it. Sigma, Phi, Alice, and I only have 1 BP. If any of us chose Ally and got betrayed, our BP would drop below 0.
So we basically have to pick Betray next round. Otherwise, we'll get a game over. Almost
What?
certainly.
What the hell? This is important stuff. Why didn't you tell us about this earlier?
Sorry.
Sorry's not going to cut it. I thought you were supposed to tell us the rules, not hide them.
Well,
Is there anything else you've conveniently left out? It's not fair to make people play a game without explaining all the rules.
I think it's fair. After all, it's not like anybody else knew.
Took a moment to go over everything in my head. Oh boy. Yep, we gotta go through all this again. You know, I'm just gonna skip past this part. Because you've listened to the past 20 minutes of all this. We don't need to read over it again.
Oh, one last thing. The next set of chromatic doors you'll be going through are downstairs. You already saw them, right? There should have been 3. Red, blue, and green. That means that to get through, you'll need bracelets in cyan, magenta, and yellow.
Cyan?
But wait! You've already got those bracelets! Have a look! The color's changed, hasn't it?
Yeah, my color's changed. It's magenta now.
Mine's magenta too. Me too. Hey, wait.
Oh boy,
It
we were with
wasn't
Clover.
just the color that changed. I'm a solo now.
Looks like Clover and I are still pairs, though.
I'm a yellow pair now.
I am yellow as well.
Uh-oh.
It seems I'm still a pair.
Then who's the yellow solo?
I don't know if Alice and Kay are gonna get along real well.
Me. Still a solo. Looks like I'm cyan.
I'm a cyan pair. Aren't you one too?
Yeah. Says pear, and the color's cyan.
When did they change?
Back when the AB gates closed. As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too. And of course, it's totally random. No rules or anything.
What kind of randomizer is this, Zero?
With all of that explained, I must bid you adieu.
Aww.
Sadly, we may never meet again.
Oh no! My favorite character's gone.
What?
Well, there's not really anything for me to facilitate anymore.
Oh.
I mean, you guys are good from here.
right? I'll
No, don't go, Zero.
never see you guys again.
Don't cry, Zero.
Did you really think I was gonna cry? Suckers!
Aw, man. I got real bad there.
As if I'd cry over you dummies.
What the? Yeah?
You mad? Ugh.
You
Anyway,
mad?
Look, I may be gone, but I'm always watching.
You mad, bro?
I'll see you again someday.
Have a nice tragedy.
You already used that one. You can't do it again. He's gone. Oh well. Well, now our comic relief is gone.
That little piece of shit. If I could just get my hands on that little fucker, I'd squeeze him till he popped.
That sounds gross. I don't really want to think about that.
So what happens now? We've still got a while until the chromatic doors open.
Yeah, it looks like about 42 minutes.
We should go and see if we can find any other exits. Maybe there's a vent or a disposal chute or something. If there's a chance Zero missed something.
I concur. There's no point in standing around. We lose nothing by looking, and if we find nothing, we can always return and go through the chromatic doors.
Let's split up.
Let's search for clues, gang.
5 minutes would give us a good half hour or so. Let's meet in front of the chromatic doors 5 minutes before they open then. Any objections?
There were none. After some nods and mumbling, they split up and moved off to investigate. I was the only person who stayed behind. Dang. How the heck did I end up here? Why? Why me? Try as I might, I couldn't think of anything I'd done that could land me in Zero's game. Hadn't pissed anyone off, at least not this bad. Didn't owe anyone any money. My family certainly wasn't rich. It was home to get a fat ransom payout for me. They're going to be very disappointed. Well, Sigma, were you not appreciating your life that much, perhaps? Obviously I wasn't some kind of genius, nor was I an Olympic athlete. I certainly had been chosen by God to fulfill some great purpose on his earth. Well, at least if I was, I didn't know it yet. I started a fight with a frightening, mysterious new religion? No. Had I hacked into some terrorist group server? No. Had I witnessed an assassination? No. Had I gotten wasted and had a one-night stand with the mistress of a prominent politician? Well, yes. But it was just the one time. What? Sigma? Hello? What do you mean? And she was the one who went after me. Sigma lore. Anyways, I was just an ordinary college student. A male college student. If there's a reason I've been abducted and put in the Nonary Game, I sure couldn't see it. How was this happening to me? I thought back to what I'd been doing right before I was taken. I'm just still a little blurry, but they were there. Christmas Eve. Feels like it was so long ago. Oh wait, no, it was Christmas morning. Whoops. California? 2028, huh? Oh boy. Yeah, we're not that far away from the Nonary Game happening in real life, I guess. This one, at least. The moon was beautiful. Just finished writing a paper due that day and was heading to my car from the research building. What did you go to college for? The parking lot was empty and a bright moon cast sharp shadows across the chilly pavement. Last time I looked at the clock, it said it was 2 in the morning, which meant today was Christmas Day. After Christmas... No, never mind. Abort joke. I was gonna try and make a Phoenix Wright joke, but I screwed up the beginning of it. Almost Christmas Eve means it wasn't Christmas Eve. Or something like that. So while I was at school typing away furiously at Christmas, there are 3 reasons. First, my home computer had suddenly decided to eat crap. Rip. I hit the power button and I just got nothing. I have the time to spend all night troubleshooting this stupid thing, so I head back to campus to use one of the school machines. Second, the professor in charge of my research group was a Buddhist. Pardon? Christmas didn't appear to have any sort of significance to him. Part of me couldn't shake the thought he was trying to make some kind of point. Oh, that's why. I was like, why'd you bring that up? Third, my girlfriend broken up the week before. I'm sorry. I don't think we should see each other anymore. Goodbye. All I got was that one cold email. Email? In 2028? What? Whatever. Try as I might, I couldn't even get in touch with her. Of course, that meant I wouldn't be attending a party we'd been planning on going to. Somehow I didn't think drinking by myself around a bunch of happy couples would really be a good idea. At any rate, stayed up all night to finish my paper, and emailed it off to my professor before the sun began to rise. As I walked across the parking lot, I felt light. Well, that's from the moon, then. Oh, you mean... Oh. Perhaps it was the relief of finishing my paper. Perhaps it was the 5 energy drinks I took to stay awake. Perhaps it was both. I slid into my car and stuck the key into the ignition after only 2 tries. I twisted the key. Nothing happened. So, with Sigma's outfit, like, it sort of looks like he's in, like, a weird jumpsuit thing. Right? And he's got all these labels on him. It's like, is he, like, sponsored by a bunch of people or something? I don't know. Huh? I jiggled the key in the slot and tried again. The battery's dead. Dang it. And again. And again. On the 5th try, the engine made an odd creaking noise like metal on metal and fell silent. Well, that's not good. Stupid piece of work. I screamed and pounded on the steering wheel, but nothing worked. The console was about to get a visit from my fist when... Oh. Ah! What? Whoa? Whoa! What is this? Why is my car smoking? That's a signal to get out of there. Clawed at the door, and for a moment I thought that was just my panic and lack of sleep that are keeping me from opening it. It wasn't long before I realized the truth. Ah, open, dang it! What was going on? My mind was racing, trying desperately to puzzle out what was happening through haze of fear and caffeine-fueled neuron misfires. Those are sure words that you put next to each other. That's when I saw it, just a glimpse of the rearview mirror, but I was certain there was someone behind my car. I spun around as fast as a very tired college student sitting in a car can. There he is! Who's there? My vision started to swim as the smoke filled the car. The more of it I inhaled, the heavier my body felt, and I could already feel the world starting to go dark. Last of my strength failed, and I collapsed sideways into the passenger seat. What, you didn't put your seatbelt on? Come on, Sigma. My eyes slowly drooped closed. Wait, was he wearing a seatbelt in those cutscenes? Wasn't paying attention. Whatever. And then we woke up here. Open again. I was in the AB room with Phi. Why is this happening to me? We'll find out next time, Sigma. I couldn't really find a good spot earlier to, you know. I also thought we were going to get to a specific thing, and that might be later on in the game, unfortunately. I thought the really funny thing was going to be here, but I guess not. Anyway, next time we'll do something. I don't know. I didn't plan this outro very well this time, but hopefully next time will be better, and I'll see you guys next time. Hooray!